So, welcome everyone here. So, even there aren't other people join yet, we have now intimate group. So, I'm so glad to see you here in our emotion reset circle. So, this is more than just a workshop, right? This is a chance for us to connect with ourselves, to breathe, to give a pause, right? Because I'm sure everyone can have a busy life in daily basis, but we all need to come back home to ourselves. So who here wants better health? Who here want longevity? Who here want better relationships with yourself and others? Everyone, right? We all want the same thing. Hey, Luis, is that right? Hello,
Hi, Sandy. How are you?
welcome. I am great. Good to see you here. For now, and then we use chat box. We use chat box to communicate here, and then we'll at some point we'll get some sharing. If you're open for that. All right. So my intention for this circle, right? It's all about, like I actually love, bonfire. I love, chatting around a fire. I don't know how cold you where you are at, right? I'm in WA now, and it's a little bit chill. What is the degree today? So today, the temperature usually is around 11. Yes, so today is 10 degree here. So it's good to have a bonfire. So just imagine that we are surrounding this beautiful virtual bonfire, right? And it's all about connection. So it's not just connecting with others, right? We need to connect with ourselves, going back to our center. So this is a place where you don't have to carry everything alone, right? Carry everything, alone is very heavy, right? And we have already carried enough for everyone else, right, in our daily basis. So here we want to listen, we want to respect, we want to also support each other. Right. So think of it is like a safe place. It is a safe place, a respectful place where everyone is welcome and where everyone is respected without any judgment. Cool. All right. So another of my intention is that, right, I don't know if you have seen this before. It is the level of consciousness. And the more we're able to raise our vibration, right, if we stuck ourselves in the level of fear and shame and guilt and this emotional state, it would only make us feel heavy and tight and full of tension and reactive, right? So that's why my intention is that the more we're able to have the awareness, right, of where we're at now, we can shift ourselves up this level, right, the ladder, up the scale, and we feel more joyful, feel lighter, happier, and this state would open ourselves up, and also our nervous system become calmer and safer, and this we are able to receive more healing when we are in a higher vibrational state, right? We are being more joyful, more compassion, and more accepting ourselves, and we can accept others more as well. So yeah, so that's what we want to do here. And this is collective as well. It's not just working on ourselves can move towards this. We can work together here in order to collectively raise our vibration and also our consciousness. Awesome. So stress, right? So today, the theme is about stress release. And I would say stress is a signal, right? Or we all have different emotions that we go through in life. We have stress, we don't see this as a bad thing. I don't want us to label it as something bad. It is just a feedback, right? Stress is just a feedback, a signal for us to look inside and understanding, our body is giving us some messages, right? Do you choose to push it away, or do you choose to ignore it? Right. So when we have some kind of stress signal that we experience in our body, it is just an invitation for us to raise our awareness of our body want us to come back to alignment. And then we can do something about it. We can do some practice. For example, what we are doing today, right, is super cool, super amazing. It is a unique experience for you all. practices like conscious breathing, hypnosis, right? All these can raise our vibration and help us to shift our perception as well. That is the beauty about doing the inner work, right? Who here believe that only when we do some inner work, right, we can actually radiate this inner state into our daily basis and not being, easily stressed or overwhelmed. Yeah, who here believe that? Yeah. All right. So the rundown for today, right? We have a very rich journey. So first of all, we have welcomed each other to this space, and then we're gonna go into uncovering some hidden truths about stress. So there will be a bit of information, but I will tell you, right, today it is not just for you to gain information, because I like to make it a transformation for you for every single time we meet here. It will be a transformational experience for you. So, however, it is necessary for us to understand some psycho, education. We got regarding to some neuroscience stuff and also psychoeducation for us to gain some fresh insights, right? Why we keep having stress show up in our life. And then you have a chance to reflect on where you're at now and the deeper beliefs that could be adding weight to your current stress. And then we'll move into the exciting part, which is the powerful hypno breathwork journey. And in this hypno breathwork journey, it is aimed to reset your mind and your body. And then we'll have some reflection. If you open for that, we'll have some sharing as well. And then, yeah, so is it cool? Would, is it an exciting rundown? Beautiful. Good. I love that you interact with me because I really love to make it interactive. So, it's two ways, not just one way. All right. So for the outcome today, right, what I like you to walk away with is that I like you to walk away with understanding the hidden stress patterns that you may have been holding on to. A lot of time, those stress patterns can be have already been a long time, but we just may not recognize the pattern keeps go on and on and on again. And oh, you thought that you may have done enough meditation or journaling, but it just come back, right? Why? We need to understand the why. Second, we'd like you to walk away with more calm body and mind, and you'll feel lighter, right? After the journey, you would definitely feel lighter. You'll love it. And then finally, you get some practical tools, something that you can use in your daily basis. Is that cool? Nice. So just a bit of ground rules. Yeah. So we're going to set up a couple of ground rules here because this is a circle. And we like to first help us keep a sense of safety here for everyone. So we all respect here. There's no judgment, right, towards anyone who may share the experience. We honor each other's experience and even honor our own emotion as well, because the more we're able to honor our own emotion, our own experience, the more we're able to honor others' experience too. And we can all agree to keep everything here. If someone share their, story, they are able to be vulnerable, because, the more vulnerable we can be, right? Sometimes outside, there is not safe to share our real feelings, but here we like to be able to be a bit vulnerable, to be able to release what we need to release, right? So this is highly important. So just a little bit of my journey, if you want to know some career or even I work with JP and Luis. I may not have shared my stories with you before, so just a little bit of my story. I have been on my spiritual personal discovery journey for at least 10 years. I'm sure you cannot tell my age, but I've been on this journey for more than 10 years. So how many years ago? 20 years, more than 20 years ago, right? I was in a totally different field. I was working in a media industry. I published magazines, I published books in publishing companies, and there was a time, right, in my life, there were two episodes of depression that really get myself into a very low mental state. And, I reflect a lot on I got into the States, and is that just because I was very serious, right, of finding my life purpose? Or is there more reason behind I got into those low mental state, right? However, these episodes of depression or low mental state actually become my, what's the word, drive, right? To find, what is something that I haven't learned, right? There's something I haven't learned. I didn't have the resources in where I grew up. I didn't know how to nurture my emotion, how to actually understand my emotion enough. I didn't have the resources to understand myself enough to deal with, to enhance and raise my state, right? So I get to that point. So, however, I am so, grateful that I gone through this just because it allowed me to learn, to grow, and become the person I am today. And therefore, I got my answer, not only, knowing that I have find my purpose, that I can grow myself, but I also find my calling to transform other people's life. Yeah, so now, super excited after, this study was already 7 years ago when I studied hypnotherapy and, coaching and havening and all that different tools that I have put together. And so far, I've done it for 7 years so far as a hypnotherapist. And however you call this title, doesn't matter. But, it is more I have once since I began my journey of growing myself, I also start to, also help people to live with true freedom. And freedom means that it's not just the physical freedom, but also emotional freedom. And, when you're on this journey, you want the freedom. It is so important how you can free your mind, how you can free up so much, mental space to do and create the life that you want to create, and also building meaningful relationship with others. And so, yeah, so when we look at, I don't know how many of you may have seen this theory, right? This is a theory saying that consciousness is distributed in the body. It doesn't exist just in our head, right? Who knows the name of this theory? Who knows it? Who remember this theory? Polyvagal theory. Okay. So the theory state, right? The theory tell us that we have our autonomous nervous system structure in a way that it involves, right? When we are in here, in a very safe state, which is when we activate our parasympathetic nervous system, we are in a rest, digest, repair state, which we are very open and able to connect with others because we are feeling safe, completely safe. While when we are not feeling completely safe emotionally, we may get into a, fight or flight state. And so that's the state, what you shared earlier. We get angry. Oh, that there's a part, something cross our boundary, let's say, right? And then we get into a fight mode. We seems that we need to win the conversation or whatever. We need to protect ourselves for some reason. And the sympathetic nervous system is activated, right? So that is the state that we get into. However, the body, right, can sense this kind of threat even though there's no real danger, right? However, if we get into this state, we may quickly get too angry too quickly or irritated too quickly, and it may not be serving us, for when it comes to relationship. And then the third state, we can also get into a free state. It is the most primitive pattern, or our emergency state, which our body think that we need to completely shut down. We cannot handle it because it's too overwhelming, right? So maybe a time when there's a huge trauma, right? Huge trauma happening, and then our body feel that there's no way out, right? Or some people get into depression, right? And the subconscious, the body feel that they need to preserve the energy. They would need to get into this state, the body feel, right? And to total shut down. And so when someone get into this free state, a lot of energy is trapped there. That's why they feel stuck. They feel they can't move forward. They feel numb. They feel disassociated. They feel they had to shut down. So usually in a couple relationship, one of the partner may get into, shut down when it comes to a, argument, and the other person in a relationship may get into a fight mode. And it is pretty normal, and it's how we navigate these dynamics, right? So our goal is that we want to get ourselves out from this fight, flight, free state and able to bring ourselves back to a grounded state, coming back to center, so we can actually feel safe to connect with ourselves and connect with others. Yep, so this is super important. Now, let's talk about some surprising stress facts. So, who are up for that? There are some cool things that we would love to know about stress, right? In fact, stress, not all the stress are toxic. There are stress that can make us smarter. For example, right, if there is a little bit of pressure for ourselves when it comes to, let's say, presentation. I have this presentation. If I am, having what we call acute stress, just a little bit of stress is actually give me some good chemicals, right? Good chemicals for me to have this excitement, right? For doing this presentation. And some people may be, oh my God, there's a presentation like that. I work with a lot of people who come to overcome fear of public speaking, right? And when they get into that fearful state, they find themselves freeze. They don't know what to say. And however, if you actually utilize this good stress, right, we can actually have some dopamine and other good chemicals to sharpen our memory and focus and performance. The second pricing stress facts is that we need to know that we need to really take care of ourselves, because if we have too much stress, right? How many of you have noticed that when you are very stressed, it is harder for you to think clearly, right? When you're in a irritated state, it is so hard for you to make good decisions, because it can get to what we call the chronic stress that strains the part of the brain that handle our self-control and focus, right? So long-term stress can reduce the size of our prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision making and self-control. The third surprising stress fact is that stress can change our genes. Did you know that stress can actually switch certain genes on and off? Did you know that? Yeah. And have you ever felt like stress run in your family too, right? Stress doesn't just start from us. If our parents, right, is always stressful, it can, even when we were in the womb of mom, these kind of signals, right, as a fetus or as a baby, maybe we already carry some stress already. It's not just maybe, it's true, it's real, because these state actually carry 7 generations. I call it trauma, right? So and there is research shows that stress can actually switch on and off certain genes that link to our immunity, metabolism, and even mood. So the good news is, though, we can actually, turn off our genes that is not serving us too. Cool, right? So the more we understand our body and our nervous system, all that, the better we're able to nurture ourselves. The four surprising stress facts is that our gut actually is our second brain. We feel stress before the brain does. How many of you have felt it in your tummy? Right, when you are super stressful, you feel the butterfly, you feel the tightness, you feel, even some people, yes, feel nausea. That's right. And so this is the second brain, right? We call the second brain that we act so quickly to stress, that stress us a lot when we not even aware that we are stressed, but our body is telling, hey, you are stressed, you're in a stress state, right? However, we can do something about it. What is the fifth one? The fifth one is also cool. It's the stress is actually contagious, just like happiness. If I now being You're excited. I can actually spread this happiness to you, just like stress as well. So, have you ever walked into a room and you feel everyone is super stressed? For example, maybe everyone is going to have a meeting or interview and everyone stressing out. And actually, just watching other people stress, right, can raise your own cortisol levels because our nervous system mirror their state. If you have a child, right, if you have a child, if if you find the day you're super stressful and then why your child is also suddenly stressful, just because it can be, you are stressful inside and you may not notice that, and then all of a sudden you find your child is more stressed, right, because it's contagious, remember. And however, yeah, we can do the opposite. Yeah, the sixth is that stress can hack your memory. What does that mean? Who knows what that means? How many of you can remember a stressful event? So now you just all did this exercise with me. You remember everything in every single details, right? Didn't you? You remember every single detail, how stressful you are, how you felt in the body, but you don't remember what you eat. What was your lunch on that day, didn't you? Because the memory register the emotion, the heightened emotion, right? When we are stressed, the brain prioritizes storing emotional memories that link to survival because the brain is all about survival. First thing, the brain wants us to survive. And so it can suppress, right, some neutral memories like what we eat on that day. But you will vividly remember something that you stress yourself out on that day. All right. The final one today is your heartbeat can teach your brain about stress. So, do you know, right, how fast your heartbeat is, right? You are giving a signal to your brain if you are in under threat or if you are not. For example, if someone cannot handle coffee, I cannot handle coffee much. Like if I drink too much coffee or if I have too much matcha, even matcha, I can my heartbeat just start racing. For you, maybe it is when you open an email, right? Your heartbeat start to raise, and then the body and the body and the brain started a loop called interoception, right? It is like scanning signal what happened into your heart and your breath weight in order to prepare for you flight freeze. So that's the thing. If we're able to slow our breathing down, and also when we slow our breathing down, our heartbeat can be slowed down too. So isn't it cool that we are the alchemists of our chemistry? We are also the alchemists of how we can regulate ourselves if we are mindful of it. If we are not mindful and aware of it, we just allow this stress to take over, and we don't want that, right? So that is the beauty. Human being is the only being on earth, right? We can actually regulate our nervous system in a very wise way. Yeah, like also, of course, animal in the animal world, the animal when they are undergoing stress, what do? They shake. They shake, 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 shake like polar bear. If you have watched a polar bear documentary, when they are super stressful, they just instinctively shake their body, and until their stress level way reduced, they stop shaking. So we can also learn from the animal world, but we are the only being who can actually mindfully, consciously breathe. Yeah, we can actually pace our breathing. And that's the amazing thing. All right, so there are some hidden truth, free truth I'm gonna share today, right? That actually cause the most stress. Who knows actually what caused the most stress? All right, I'm gonna share the first hidden truth is that stress actually starts with how we interpret an event. Remember, it is not about what we experience that is most threatening. It is how we interpret the event. Is it safe? Is it frightening? Right. For example, traffic jam, a super normal, circumstances that we can all experience in life. One person can interpret as, oh my God, it's a disaster. I'm gonna be late, right? Stress. And then the other person may interpret it, oh, that's okay, right? People would understand just because I need to take care of my kid just now and I just have to explain to my team, for example. So for the same scenario, same situation, two people can have a very different stress level based on how we interpret the event. So that's why stress isn't just about external event. External event is just, the trigger. How we respond to the trigger, how we respond to the event is, for example, not just the reaction towards the event, but underneath there is some belief system, right? The belief system that shape our interpretation in the first place. And this belief system is acting like the lens. When we have the lens that we hold on to, for example, let's take an example. If someone grew up always needing to be the good kid, always have to be right, cannot be wrong, right? If you do anything wrong, you'll face criticism. And this is super common, right? When we have a belief that I can't be wrong, can you believe how stressful you can be throughout your life, right? I can't be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll get punished. Yes, it was the inner child saying, right? If you're not safe, if you make a mistake. I had this, problem for quite a long time of my life, right? Especially when it comes to relationship and I make a mistake, let's say. In fact, my husband is very good, nurturing. However, I protect myself, I defend myself, I can't make a mistake. I just don't allow myself to make mistake. And when I have this belief, right, what happened? When I have the belief that I can't make a mistake, means that I will always have argument with my husband, right? Because even though he's just give me a kind suggestion, a kind feedback, but I perceive it as a threat, right? So another example is that consider someone grew up in a family who cannot express their emotion because expressing emotion is unsafe, right? If I say I am very angry, right? If I say this to my parents, let's say, and my parents is like, oh, why you feel this way? Asking more the logical than nurturing the emotion is usually how parents do, right? And so when we are unable to fully process some emotion in our childhood, we have certain limiting belief towards our emotion, towards ourselves. All right, cool. This is really right goal, right? When we know this stuff, it is super important for us to make a transformation. Second hidden truth is that why we are so stressed. What really causes stress? Because your conscious mind want one thing, and then your subconscious mind want the other thing. What that means, give you an example. For example, your whole week is your plate is full, right? You got a lot to do already. And your conscious mind go, all right, I finally want to rest now. I finally can take a break now. But your subconscious go, no, you cannot rest. You cannot slow down. Because if you slow down, if you rest, right, it means that you're not catching up with blah, blah, blah. You're not catching up with something. You are not safe to even relax. My goodness, right? I think who resonated this? Who resonated this? You don't allow yourself to just slow down or rest, right? Because the subconscious mind is just wanting to alert you with alert, something that it's afraid that you will get unsafe about something. Yeah. So therefore, we need to feel worthy. For example, if we have a belief that we are worthy, even though we give ourselves a break, we deserve to have a break. We deserve to have a break, and it's great to have a break. Let's go back. The third one is that emotion always wins over the internet. What does that mean? All right, so when there is a stress trigger, right, even though we tell ourselves, hey, don't use social media, right, it is just waste of time. And when we are getting into an argument, and then we tell ourselves, okay, don't get angry this time, right? Just be calm, just be calm. But consciously, but your subconscious hold on to the old pattern, right? The old pattern is, it can be the reactive state, or some people use comfort eating, right? And when our subconscious hold on to those emotional pattern, that of course lead to unwanted habits, unwanted behavior, then the old pathway reinforce itself. It reinforces over and over again, and then we get trapped in the old cycle that is not serving us. However, the good news is that our brain has its neuroplasticity. We can work towards, building a new neural pathway, how we can actually be calm, how we can actually, really have different choices, because the more awareness we have, the more we can have a new behavior. How good is that? This is empowering, right? Understanding, right? The more understanding we have towards stress, the better we're able to manage it. Beautiful. So, you're here today because we're going to do some powerful stuff. And I'm going to share with you why hypnosis breathwork works. Who knows the difference between when we're in a normal brainwave state and when we are in a hypnotic or breathwork state, right? What is the difference? So when we are in a normal brainwave state, especially someone who are undergoing stress, anxiety, worries, right? Our beta brainwaves, it is just at 13 to 40 hertz, which is, happy faster, and it is more chaotic in their head, right? And the beauty of doing some breath work and hypnosis when we shift into an outer state is that we shift from the beta alert state to alpha or even theta. So at this state, we are at a very calming, brainwave. And that's the layer of opening the gateway of the subconscious. How cool is that, right? A lot of you go into a trance state when you are daydreaming, when you are not thinking at all, when you're driving, find yourself arriving destination, when you're watching a movie, when you are reading a book. In fact, we go through a trance that we call trance state more than 1,000 times a day, but only when you are slowing down, right? Not when you're stressing about things. So why breath work matter? Why we want to combine the two powerful modalities together? Why breath work matter? So first thing, why breath work matter for energy balance is that when we're able to properly breathe, it connects our mind, our body. A lot of time we are not even in our body. We are just in our head, right? Many years for my life, I've been living in my head, and I always overthink, and just stress myself out. And the beauty is that if we're able to use our breath, we can connect our mind, come back to the body, and just imagine your body is your temple. Your body is your safe place. Your body is your home. So we need to invite our mind, come back to the body. So that's called a connection, right? If we disconnect our mind and our body, then we would feel a lot of aches. I don't know how many of you know about the vagus nerve. That is the biggest nerve, longest nerve through the brain and our organs. And when our vagus nerve is calm, it is signaling our body is safe, and you feel calmer and safer and more peaceful. And breath work can also clear our stuck emotion. So throughout our life, there was a lot of time we were unable to process our anger, our resentment, or sadness, whatever it is. So this emotion can get stuck in our system, in our body, it's not going away. And in order to release them, we need to use some breath work, some somatic experience to let it go. That's why the work that we do here is that we can also clear those stuck emotions. And next, we can also press the reset button for our nervous system when we use our breath work to return to the state of safety. One of the cool things is that if we're able to find out how efficient our body can use our oxygen, right, we are able to come back to our calmness. And maybe I'll just skip this for now because this is another bonus. I'm gonna just skip this and we come back to it later. It'd be so cool because I want you to experience the hypno breathwork journey first. And then if we have extra time, we can talk more about that. So why we do hypno breathwork today, it is super cool. It is a very unique experience. Everyone will have a very unique experience here because the first thing The good thing about doing this hypno breathwork experience is that you can calm your mind. As mentioned earlier, we're changing the brain waves to a very calm brainwave so that we can bypass the conscious judgmental mind. We call it the monkey mind. Right. The monkey mind just have too much talking. Usually it's the negative talk, and we don't want the conscious monkey mind to take over right through this journey. That's why we need to use the breath and come back to the deepest core of our being. Next, why is it so cool is that we can release emotion as mentioned, and who knows, here you can even heal some trauma, right? That's really cool. And then finally, we can reprogram our subconscious to get to the root of the issue by rewriting our story. So today we'll see whatever come up to you will be the best for you, right? Because it will be a very unique experience for you. There are majorly two types of breath work. I will just make it simple. Some people may also mention, oh, there is balancing breath work, whatever they call it, because if to make it simple, there are two types. So there are down regulating and up regulating. So the down regulating is the calming one. Up regulating is help us to be more energized and even heal trauma. So today we're going to focus on the down regulating breath work. Today we're going to focus on the down regulating breath work in order to soothe our nervous system, right? That's what you come here for, right? You want to soothe your nervous system. You want to have a reset, right? Maybe you want to improve your sleep. I don't know, right? It is so good when we activate our parasympathetic nervous system. We can reduce the anxiety. We can actually reduce any reactivity. So the more you're able to learn, practice calming breath work, down regulating, then you can have a lot less stress and even stress-free. So there are lots of techniques, of course, to calm your nervous system, including simply as diaphragm breathing, simply as box breathing, 4-7-8 breathing. There's so many techniques out there, and it doesn't matter which calming breathwork technique you use because they will work. And I'm going to skip the up regulating this one because today we're not going to do that one. Down regulating. Today, what we're going to do, very cool. We're going to combine a few ones, right? And we'll be using music in the background, right? We're going to take you on a journey. It's a very unique experience. The breathwork technique I choose 4 of them, and you don't have to remember any of them because I'm going to guide you through anyway. The first one, it is called cardio coherence breathing in 5 count out using the nose. Second one, so the first one, use the nose without the mouth. So give you calming, soothing for your nervous system. The second one, I don't know if you have ever practiced alternate nostril breathing. So we'll be closing one nostril at a time. I'll be switching on the audio so you can hear my breath as well. So we'll be in for 5, out for 5, just alternate nostrils. So the good thing about doing this practice, alternate nostril breathing, is that we balance both hemispheres of the brain, right? Usually we use too much of our left brain. When we do this exercise, we are able to balance the left and right and have more creativity, more intuition comes in, and all the good things. The third one is extended exhale. Yeah, so we'll do in and out. I'm gonna guide you anyway. And the last one is whisper side breath. It's like, so pretty straightforward. So you don't have to, as mentioned, you don't have to remember any techniques here because through the journey, I will be still engaging, talking through with you. And yeah, enjoy the process. Yeah. Yep. So just now I mentioned already was the good thing about doing the alternate nostril breathing. It gives you more mental clarity, improve focus, a lot of good things about that. All right, what can happen, right? What can happen through the session? Today we are doing a really gentle one. So in fact, I don't think much of this can happen, but for some people, if they're doing a more intense breathwork session, these physical responses can happen, dry mouth, T-Rex finger, but as mentioned, this one is super gentle. So most likely we just want the mind to stop, right? The monkey mind to stop. That is our intention, and let the reptilian brain takes over, right? And what that means is that we would like emotion to come to the surface because we need to release some suppressed emotion. That's very important. And just let the mind, the monkey brain, to quiet down. If there is emotional shifts, that's awesome, right? So some people, if they are doing a more intense version, they may feel a bit of lightheadedness, but I guess you won't feel this one this time just because we are doing a really gentle one. Some people may see aura, some people may meet their higher self, their spirit guides, their ancestors, speak light language. It's also possible. So it's all the wonderful thing can happen through the journey. So if you feel that you need to cry, please cry. If you need to laugh, please laugh. If you need to just shake. So it is your own unique experience, and just pretend no one is watching you, right? However, I do invite you to have your camera on so that I can, observe every one of you breathing consciously, and that would be awesome. And how to prepare for this journey, I believe most of you or all of you have signed a waiver form. That's great. Thank you. And if you have any pets or kids, please have someone to take care of them. That would be good so that you don't be not being interrupted through the journey, because it's your own time, your own space. Next is that if you have a headphone, that's good. Please prepare a headphone that would help you to immerse more in the journey. And next, if you are using a laptop, that's awesome. You don't have to hold it in your hands. Just place it somewhere so I can still look at you. And if you are sitting down in the chair, that's awesome, because this one, I recommend you not to lay down unless your back is hurt. It's great to just sit down, and it would be better, Louise, I can see your chair is moving, so it is better to sit on somewhere, a chair that is firm and not moving, because we want to have a bit of movement. We want to move the body a bit through the journey. If you sit on the bed, that would be better, or if you have a firm chair, that would be more recommended, and so you can feel more grounded. So take your time to make yourself ready for that. Next is to set your device not to disturb mode so that no one can interrupt you. And then next, if you like to put your eye mask on, feel free. The eye mask will help you to become more immersive in the experience. Or if you have anything you want to just cover your eyes, feel free. And I can see everyone's already wearing comfortable clothing. That's awesome. After the journey, we'll have a bit of reflection, reintegration time. Finally, invite you to have open mind to go through this journey. As mentioned, only for those who may have back issue may choose to lay down for this process. Otherwise, I invite you to sit up, just because we like to move the body a bit. We like to move the spine a bit, if you are open for that. Any questions? Any questions before we start our journey? If there's no questions, let me stop the screen sharing. And if you need to go to the bathroom, take this minute. Take this minute before we get started. 1 sec. Yes. So just make yourself comfortable. What else? I'm gonna just test the music. If everyone no one have to go to bathroom, then I will start with testing the music. 1 sec, we'll just bring up the music for you all. Alright, I'm starting to play some music in the background. If you can hear the music, you may give me a hands up. It's a very soft music at the beginning for now. If not, I will be... Yeah, I think I haven't shared yet. Now I'm sharing. Okay. Alright. Yay! Okay. Confirming you can hear the music. Yeah, so it's pretty gentle to get started with. Yeah, alright. Do I need to place it a bit higher? Let me just go up a little bit the volume. So the ideal volume is that you can still hear my voice and hear the music in the background. Alright, closer to the microphone. Give myself a few seconds to just get this set up right. I also put my phone into do not disturb mode, so we are here together in this sacred space. Oops. Okay. The microphone was trying to fall. I grab it. Alright. Now everyone here, I'd like you to set an intention for this journey today. And I'd like to check in as well before we begin. One important question: is everyone okay with water? Is there anyone fear of water? Fear of ocean? Yes or no? Is there anyone fear of water? No? Good. Awesome. Thank you. Alright. Set your intention. Once you have set your intention, I invite you to close your eyes now. And just allow your eyelids to close. We are beginning our journey. We're gonna get started with 5 counts in, 5 count out. Using the nose without the mouth. Knowing that the more we practice nasal breathing, the more we're able to reset our nervous system. On my cue, in 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue with the rhythm, counting in your mind without stopping. I'd like you to straighten your spine for those who are sitting. If you can straighten your spine, we can allow the breath to flow easier. Thank you. Great. Just let the breath slow you down. Hear your breath. Find your breath. And just take a moment to simply notice your breath. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Every breath you take, imagine you are like the wave. Your body is like waves pulling back from the shore. And when you let go, the waves moving on its own. And just notice where you feel your breath most in your body. Would that be through your nostrils, your chest, or your belly? Is it shallow, or is that deep? There's no right or wrong, just awareness. And just bring your full attention to the sensation of the air when it arrives your abdomen. If you like to, place both of your hands at your rib cage. And just observe the expansion and contraction of your ribcage as you breathe, inviting your mind to come back to your body. That's right. And as you can hear, the music has changed. We're gonna shift into alternate nostril breathing. I invite you to press one side of the nostril, breathe for 5 seconds, and then when you exhale, press the other nostril. This technique can help you balance both hemispheres of your brain in a harmony, and deepen your focus. Imagine you're at the beach. Feel the water at your feet. Imagine yourself looking at the water. The water is crystal clear. Knowing that our body is made up with 70% of water too. So as you look at the water, you can imagine how the water in your body is also moving as you breathe. 5 count in, 5 count out. The music can help you. When you breathe, you notice that what you're doing is calming your nerves. Activating your vagus nerve, your parasympathetic nervous system, releasing any tension. That's right. Keep going. You are doing amazingly great. Getting to this rhythm makes you feel good. That's right. It's so calming, so relaxing. That's it. Keep it going. Going deeper and deeper now. You are entering a deeper state within yourself. Deeper and deeper with every breath you take. Know that it is safe to breathe. You are becoming a conscious breather now. Every breath you take is conscious. Very good. You are doing amazingly well. Now, let's flow into extended exhale breathing, and you may relax your hands, relax your fingers. We're gonna do 4 in, 6 exhale. On my count, in 3, 2, and 1. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. If you want to, you may place your hands either in your rib cage or in your lower abdomen. Continue to count. 4 count in, 6 count out. You are releasing any tension as you breathe. Noticing where in your body feel most tension today. Knowing that you're working with your body. You are becoming aware what's happening inside. Keep it going, you're doing amazingly good. 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just keep breathing with this rhythm. Find the rhythm that works for you. Knowing that you are consciously breathing through the whole process. And this can allow you to activate your vagus nerve, releasing tension. That's right. Knowing that as you have set your intention, it would help you to take you to where you need to be. As you continue to breathe, remembering now you're still looking at the water in the ocean. Suddenly, you spot some dolphins jumping out of the water, and you like to follow them. Dolphins are great swimmers. They glide through the water, and they are conscious breathers, meaning that they must actively breathe. Unlike humans, we breathe automatically. So look at the dolphins now. They are not far from you. They take a breath at the surface through their blowhole, then seal it tightly before diving. And their bodies are adapted for this. Their heart rate is low. It helps them to conserve oxygen and redirect the blood flow to vital organs, to the heart and the brain. As you continue to breathe, I'd like you to see how the dolphins move. Sense how they breathe on the surface of the water. Feel how smooth is their bodies, their movement. They are so beautiful. They are so lovely. I'd like you, as you breathe, observe every single details of the dolphin. And today, let the dolphin take you on a journey. Drifting and gliding, gliding and drifting. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep it going. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. You are now following the dolphin. Following the dolphin. Keep it going. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep it going, breathing all the way in and breathing all the way out. Hear the water. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're doing wonderfully great. We are gonna change the rhythm of the breathing so we can play around with it like the dolphin, play around in the water. So in a moment, we're gonna breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 4 seconds. On my cue, in 3, 2, and 1. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. 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 If you want to, you can move your body like how you swim in the ocean. And just notice how smooth is your movement. That's right. Keep it going. Keep it moving. It is so beautiful to enjoy the wonderful movement of your body. And immersing yourself in the water now, becoming the dolphin now as you keep breathing. 4 count in, 4 count out. You are in a beautiful ocean. Yes. Feel yourself as a dolphin. Feel the qualities of the dolphin, how smart, how intelligent you are, how communicative you are. If you want to move, feel free to move. Just keep breathing. 4 count in, 4 count out. See how playful you are, how loving you are, how at ease you are, how calm you are. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. 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 Keep it going. You are doing great. That's right. And in a moment, when I count from 5 down to 1, I'd like you to hold your breath at the top, squeeze your pelvic floor, focus on your third eye. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, hold, hold. I'd like you to exhale all the way and then hold your breath at the top. Feel the energy inside. We're gonna hold for 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it all go. Let it all go. Let it all go. Doing wonderfully good. Continue with the breathing rhythm. This time, let's do in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. Just play around with this number as you breathe. Find your breathing rhythm. Diving into the water again, just like a dolphin. Gliding gracefully through the water. No barrier, no resistance, no limits. Enjoying the water, enjoying the now. Move your body if you want to. Feel free to be free. Feel free to move your body if you want to. And just let your body move you. When you move, you flow, you glide through the vast blue ocean with ease. Your body cutting through the water like silk through air. Enjoying the rhythm, enjoying the flow. Keep breathing. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3. In, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3. In, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3. Breathing with intention. That's it, that's it, that's it. Releasing, releasing, releasing what no longer serves you. Feeling your lungs with a joyful inhale every time. Every breath is conscious. And just let the energy of the dolphin teach you something. Something important that you need to learn. Something that no longer serves you that you need to release. Feel the divine energy within. And no matter where you are heading, you know that you are here right now, accepting where you are at right now. You are in the now. Swimming with grace, swimming with laughter, swimming with love. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3. In, out. In, out. Experience the freedom of no mind. Experience yourself as a dolphin. Truly experience the flow of life. Forget about the time, just being. Breathe deeply. Every dive is a dance. You can play, you can turn, you can spiral, you can twist. Just imagine you are so playful. You live without a reason because it simply feels good. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3. You know that you have your inner compass. You know when to rise, when to rest. You know that you can just trust your inner compass. your sonar guides you, your inner compass guides you. Feel the greatness in you and feel the joy in your body. It is so natural for you to move. It is so natural for you to feel the joy in the water. You are supported by the water. Feel held, feel lifted, feel embraced by the water. Keep it going. Don't stop breathing. In a moment, we are gonna hold the breath after your long exhale. And this time we're gonna hold 20 seconds. On my cue, in 3, 2, 1. Exhale all the way and hold 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Let it go. Feel how good that feels as you let go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. There you go. Good, good, good. And let's shift into another breathing technique. This time we're gonna do in for 3 seconds and out for 4 seconds. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. On my cue in 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3, and 4. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, and 4. Keep it going, keep it going. If you want to move, feel free to move. This time as you count, you become the water. You become the water this time. As the magical water supports life, you become the water. The water inside, the water outside, you are the water, connecting all that is. And just see how much life grows with water. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3, 4. 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 Keep it going, find your rhythm. You don't have to follow mine. Just feel how flowy you are, how divine you are, how relaxed you are, how free you are, how calm you are. You are the water. You are the water. You are the water. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3, 4. Keep it going. And now become yourself again. You emerge with a different energy, vibration, feeling lighter, happier, more at ease. Just imagine those water qualities, those dolphin qualities woven into your soul. You're moving with trust. Just imagine, only imagine you're taking yourself to the near future. Maybe a moment later today or tomorrow. How you move with trust, how you breathe with awareness, how you create with play, how you lead with intuition. How you live your life with faith. Feel the flow of life. You trust every step you take. You realize that you can glide in life with ease because you have the calm ocean within you. Deep calmness. Deep calmness. Deep calmness. You are calm. You feel calm. You navigate the ups and downs. You realize that you have embodied the most beautiful qualities of the water and the dolphins. You can be fun, you can be playful, you can be at ease, you are safe. Now just imagine you're rising above the water, up, into the air, up, rising above any circumstances. Up. And we connect with the deepest part of you now. On my cue in 3, 2, 1, hold your breath at the top. 3, 2, 1, hold. 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it all go. Now ask yourself, what do you truly need to let go? What is something that you truly need to let go? As you rise above, knowing that there's something has to let go in order to rise. Continue with normal breathing now, reminding yourself that you are safe. You are in control of your breathing. And the moment you are aware that you are in control of your breath, you are in control of your thought. You are in charge. You are the director of your life. Very good. Finally, we will be doing just a final sign breath. Take a nice deep breath, then a whisper sign. Letting go of anything that's no longer serving you.
Both knees are on the floor. You reach out your hands for more, like the shoreline trying its best to hold on to the sea.
Feel more. Inhale, trust.
People
Exhale, doubt.
they need to be free.
Inhale, trust.
They need to
Exhale, doubt.
where they want to be. We cannot be keepers of anyone's key. We have
Inhale,
to
trust.
live in a way that
Exhale,
sets them
control.
free. And
Sometimes we need to let go of a level of control in order to regain some control.
And you won't have to beg for anyone's time. So trust and believe everything will be fine. People are water, let them be, let it breathe, let it leave. What are you crying for? You know the world is yours, and what is meant for
Every
you
breath you
will
take,
be.
you soften. You returning to your vibrant, confident self, return to the ocean within you.
Everything's not meant to last. Let the rising tide withdraw and go back to the sea. 'Cause you see, people are water, they need to be free. They need to
Knowing that you need to be free. You are the water.
We cannot be keepers of anyone's key. We have to love in a way that sets them free. And darling, believe me, there will come a time when the earth will shake and the stars will align, and you won't have to beg for anyone's time. So trust and believe everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Take that in. Lock that feeling in. Lock this beautiful positive feeling in now.
People are water, let them be, let it breathe, let it leave. People are water, they need to be free. They need to explore more where they want to be. We cannot be keepers of anyone's key. We have to love in a way that sets them free. And darling, believe me, there will come a time when the earth will shake and the stars will align, and you won't have to beg for anyone's time. So trust and believe everything will be fine.
Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath. Lock the beautiful feeling in now. Lock this amazing feeling in to the deepest part of your core. That's right. Whenever you feel a little bit stressed out in the future, remember to come back to your breath consciously. And slowly now returning back to the now, wiggling your fingers and toes. You've done amazingly well, and only when you're ready, you may open your eyes. And now you are bringing with you your nervous system reset, trusting your path, trusting yourself, and come back to you. Well done, everyone. I know that you will take a bit of time to reorient yourself back to here, and I'd love to hear how you go. Type in your chat box to start with, but maybe how about we can share, go around circle. Let's go around circle. All right, so we have Esther joining. Esther, can you please also have your camera on? That would be good. We'll just go around circle. I love to hear how's your journey, if you don't mind to share. Is Esther here? Okay, doesn't matter. So if Esther's not here, we just go around circle with who we have here. JP, Luis, and Karina. Who go first? JP, go first. JP, please unmute yourself. Ask to unmute. Okay. JP, go first. How you go? How's your journey? Wait, we can't hear you yet. So can you please unmute yourself? Do I have to do anything? Yep. Great. How's your journey?
Yeah, pretty powerful. It was very started to be
how could I say, very emotional when you talked about, I say, becoming dolphin. And because for me at that time, I just thought about, dolphins, they never travel alone. They just travel by pods. And
Yes.
I suddenly realized that, in fact, it was a bit like, realizing in my life that there's really a moment where I was really carefree.
Mm.
It was at high school with friends of my age, my late teenagers. When I was a late teenager, I mean around high school, just before HESC, HSC, and I just realized that it was really a moment where I could do whatever I wanted, I think. And feeling connected to others was really, I say, something I vividly remembered that time. And realizing that it never happened again, really, since this time. And it was a very powerful moment because I kind of relive this kind of stress-free life. And it was very, very, for me, very powerful feeling, realizing that it does something that was gone. I say this lightness was gone for me a long time ago, and I've never been able to recover this feeling or this well-being. Yeah.
Mm. And now that makes you recall, right? So you said that you cannot, which is not true, because what happened just now is to make you aware and believing that once you did it before, you had been carefree, and you remind yourself you can do the same again, can't you?
Yeah, that's what I need now to be able to do. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Thinking that it happened in my life, and why shouldn't it happen again in my life? Yeah.
Yeah, and whatever you're going through now with the, with the health-wise thing, this is just a reminder of how you can live a stress-free life again, to be carefree, and it is it is in your control. Yeah, like it is to let go of some control in order to be stress-free and carefree.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for
Thank-
sharing. Cool. What? Who next? Who's next? Louis?
Hi, Sandy. How are you?
I am good. Thanks for
Yeah,
joining.
good. Yeah, thanks. That was really good. I really I was quite surprised actually at my reaction to the breath work. I didn't think I would feel emotional, but yeah, definitely felt like it was really powerful. So yeah, good. Really good.
Good. You got some emotional release, is that right? Like,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. And Carolina, this is the first time I see you, I think. Yeah. How is your experience?
Um, it was rather emotional, especially the breath work. And I got very emotional at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the last song or you said it, but when our hands are full and we don't let go, then we can't get anything new.
Mm.
So to gain something, we have to let go. And I thought this was very powerful.
Yes. Exactly. We need to let go of something in order to gain something that we want. Yes, exactly. Beautiful. Thank you so much for your sharing. And definitely, emotional release is so necessary because we didn't even realize how much we hold on to, right? How much we hold on to throughout our day. And it is just an experience for us to be aware that we can actually let go of what we can let go if we choose to, if we want to, if we consciously do something about it, like what we do today, right? And it can be super powerful, right, to do work like this. And yeah, so you're experiencing this, for free, and I'm gonna do it every second Sunday. How good is that? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna just share my screen so that um, you know how to integrate after this journey. It is great if you can, after this journey, allow yourself some time, right? If you have some realization, feel free to put it down in your journal, and you can give yourself more time and not rush into something, work or anything soon. Need to give some time to integrate, right? You may continue to have more awareness of what's happening inside the body. If the body's still holding on to anything, you can breathe it out, can do a bit of more breath work, right? And you may also explore yourself some emotional pattern, what you have understand today, what pattern has been showing up in your life, what you may be aware more, how you can break the pattern, right? And drink a lot of water. If you can go into the nature, go to do that. And cold shower is super good as well. That's why people do cold therapy, to give a shock to the body, to reset the nervous system. Here it is super cold, so I cannot do it here right now. But yeah, cold shower is super good for your nervous system. Cool. So I don't know how your experience is today, right? And very important is that if you want to have a calm state throughout your days, it's very important to first gain the awareness, right? You want to be this calm ocean, don't you? And this was one of my goals a year before. It was like, oh, I've been stressing out for a long time in my life. Why do I still have to do that? Right? My goal was to really bring myself back to calmness, just like this peaceful, calm ocean, right? I was working with a hypnotherapist, and he was helping me out at that time because I was going through some challenges in relationship. And then he was asking me, so how do I measure? How do I measure my calmness, right? And we go, oh, what if we can go, if I have no reaction, right, throughout each day for 30 days, no reaction, no overreactivity, then I achieve my goal. So that was what I was doing, right, for myself. And so first of all, we need to gain the awareness. Where are you at right now? What is the one stressful pattern that you discover today that you need to release, that you're ready to release? And the second thing is that how does your body feel, right? When stress arrives, do you ignore it, or do you do something about it? Yeah. And then when you're able to acknowledge it, listen to your body, then you're able to shift it. If you ignore it, right, and then the stress can build up. Next is that you may ask yourself, how would your life look like if you could feel this calm and connected every day, not just in this circle. We're gonna, if you come every second Sunday, I'm sure you feel lighter every time, I'm sure. How can you maintain this? How can you maintain this calmness and relaxing feeling and connection to your body, not just in this circle, but throughout your daily basis? One step you can take from this week. What is one step you can start to take from this week to nurture your new state of peace and calm? What is one step? What is that one step that you can take? If you like, put in the chat box. What is that one step you can start to take to nurture the new state of calm? Just one step, right? One step. Cool. And so, however you choose the step that's best for you, we got someone share. Focus on your breathing at least once per day. Beautiful. JB go. Breath technique apply every day. Yes. Amazing. Cool. So that's just little step you can take, right, to nurture your new state of calm, because we want to build this state every day, not just once a week, not just twice a week. And so if you want support to go even deeper and to fully rewire some unconscious pattern that you may have been holding for too long, and Karina share this photo whenever I am angry and try to look if I can come back to this calm motion. Beautiful, love it. Yes, it was my visual as well. It was also my visual to help me to come back to the Zen ocean. So this is super powerful. You may actually print this picture out. You may actually find a picture online and put it in front of your bed before you go to bed, and when you wake up, remind yourself with this calm ocean. That's what I do. And yeah, so it's if you want to do rewiring of any pattern that you find yourself cannot let go, right? If you imagine, right, what would the difference that will make for your life when you're able to, rewire some deeper patterns, limiting belief that can contribute to the stress, right? So that is something that we do, right? Especially for those who don't know my services. So these are some of the services we offer. So hypnotherapy and breathwork and all this combination cool stuff. Feel free to reach out to me, and I can of course share with you more. We have a talk. Usually we have shorter call, and yeah. So this is my offering. So yeah, so you will receive the recording by the end, or almost by the end of the week, and also a blog recapping what I shared today. I hope that would help you, right, to maintain a beautiful calm state throughout your daily basis. So yeah, so if you can't wait for the recording, feel free to wait for the email. It will arrive. And yeah, if you like to have a further, collaboration work with me, and feel free to reach out to me as well. So otherwise, I would love to invite you to come to our next event, inviting your family and friends as well, so we get more people in the circle. We can support each other. We can create a safe space for each other, and to grow oops my microphone, to grow and elevate. And yeah, that would be amazing. Oops. Cool. Sorry if there's no more questions. Is there any other questions? If there's no more sharing or questions, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for sharing and joining.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank
Good day.
you. Bye.